This tax reform is one reform that is here to help the Nigerian people. So it is not putting too much on people. It is trying to correct what has been wrong for a long time. And this will benefit the Nigerian people. You don't have money, you are decent or you are average, you don't pay tax.
But imams and pastors will not pay tax.
It also depends. So
do you see the salaries of pastors and imams as
as income?
As income.
It's income. So what the law says is that the church and the mosque will not pay tax unless they start doing business
as an institution.
As an institution or organization.
But the salary they pay their
anybody
workers.
Anybody they pay, whether it's a pastor, whether it's the choir, whether it's the... Because these people are just working. It just happens that they are working in
the services that I read God's, vineyard.
Vineyard. They're not different from the person.
That vineyard is God's vineyard though. Don't tax God's vineyard.
The person that is selling food, you don't think they're doing the work of God. The farmer that goes to the market, to the farm, to go and farm so we can eat, they're doing the work of God. So the way everybody pays, because the only difference is if that amount you are getting is below the threshold for taxation, you are exempted, whether you're an imam or pastor or you don't believe in God. The moment you exceed that point as an individual, you pay tax. We can't start creating a society where we say some religions are superior to other things. I may just decide that I don't believe in God and I'm Yoruba. I want to believe in Babalawo and then you shouldn't punish me. Why should I pay tax and the other people are not paying? So the tax law is neutral in that sense.
Neutral to gender, to race, to religion,
to belief.
Yeah. It's just
only income. Exactly. It cares about, are you low income earner? Are you middle class? Are you upper class? If you're low income earner from next year, no personal income tax. You're exempted from tax. If you're middle class, your tax will drop. If you're high income, your tax will go up.
Okay, all right. We're getting there gradually. So there are people who are saying, okay, this government has promised that we're doing very well. We will ensure that Nigeria will get better, but things are still tough. The removal of subsidy and there's a lot of burden on Nigerians. Is it fair? And those who say Nigeria witnessed subsidy removal and there's a lot of pain on them. Don't you think that this is too much to bear? It's just about 2 years since this policy came. That, in fact, those people are saying, yes, let the tax, but can you give us maybe one more year?
No, I think it's because
you don't think that this government is putting too much burden on the average person.
No. What Nigeria should be doing is to say we should have implemented this tax reform even before now. You know, if you think about the major reforms of this government, subsidy removal, Naira flotation, they came with pains, sacrifices, right? This tax reform comes with benefits. So just take the example of bread that I gave you. Bread is costing us 10 naira to produce today. From January, it will cost us 8 naira. Why do I want government to wait? I'm earning 100K per month. I'm paying tax today. From January, I will not pay tax. Why do I want government to wait? I'm a small business owner. My turnover in a year is not up to 100 million. I'm paying tax today. From January, I will not pay tax. Government should please not wait. This new law from January will make the prices of essential consumption come down because this reform is reducing the cost. And that is, again, food, health, education, rent, and transportation. Any other thing. If you buy a mobile phone, if you pay for airtime, you buy a brand new car, right? You will pay VAT on those ones. The rate hasn't gone up. So which means nobody is going to be worse off as far as VAT is concerned from next year compared to current situation. In fact, the vast majority of Nigerian people will be far better off, including businesses. We've also introduced where any business that has what we call taxable supply, which means the things you sell either carry VAT or zero VAT. In that case, any VAT, like if you set up a factory and you spend money on plant and equipment, in Nigeria today, under the old law, you bear the VAT. From January next year, that VAT is refunded. So this is also bringing the cost of doing business down for businesses. Which if
is this for all businesses or just for manufacturing?
No, all businesses,
All
even
businesses.
service providers. So there are service providers like lawyers, like accountants, who never got any input credit for VAT before in Nigeria's history. From January next year, they'll start getting it. So all that they need to do is just keep records. Because you can't go to the taxman and say, trust me, I pay the VAT, right?
Yeah.
You keep record and you get this refund. This is huge reduction in cost and cash flow benefits to businesses.
Now, there was when we were talking about this tax, and when it was a bill at the time, and there was a lot of hullabaloo about it, and a lot of people were debating. And I remember you mentioned that if you buy food in some certain restaurant, compared to buying in a certain restaurant, so I've heard people say, "Oh, now I will now choose the kind of restaurant I buy food now." Give us an understanding of what that means.
Yes, I like that because you also made you mentioned something similar to that when we started. If you go and buy, so the way it works, so there are two dimensions to it. If you buy food in its basic or raw form, you don't pay tax on it.
Okay, in the market.
If
I go to Wuse market, food market,
or even somebody may even supply you at home. So you are buying
raw rice,
you are buying gari,
no VAT.
No VAT. It doesn't matter who you are, even if you are a billionaire. If you move from that point and you're looking for cooked food, then you have the choice of
Mama Put from Baba Farmer
to
Mama Put.
Yes. If you want to patronize Mama Put, any Mama Put whose annual turnover is less than 100 million.
Okay.
This is someone making around 8 million naira a month. They are exempted from charging VAT. So you can eat your amala with pomo in peace. You don't pay any
So those
VAT.
of us who eat on the roadside now,
people like you, you now go to Transcorp and go and eat and enjoy it. You pay VAT.
So so you look at the restaurant and say, "Oh, 8 million," you can be able to gauge them.
Yes, exactly. So the whole idea is, on one hand, we want those people not to have to worry about taxes. On the other hand, people that generally patronize them are low income and middle class. You won't see a CEO go to Mama Put, right? They'll go to nice. Some of them spend 50K on one meal, so which is not bad, right? But it means that they have the capacity to pay tax, and that's what it means to make the tax system progressive.
Yeah. So you pay more, you have more, you pay more.
Pay more.
That's what it looks like.
You don't have.
Welcome back to the channel. So we all heard what this man has to say, Taiwo Oyeleye, and a lot of Nigerians are not buying this story. Yes, tax is normal in every organized country, but the truth is simple. Nigeria is not yet stable enough for all these heavy tax policies. APC is trying to push, and that's the truth. People are already struggling. Salaries are not moving. There's inflation. Inflation is just rising every day, and basic things like electricity, fuel, and food are already draining pockets. So telling Nigerians that tax won't affect you, it just sounds like another government's PR message that doesn't match reality. Right now, the APC government has turned daily survival into a full-time job. People are working harder but earning less. Prices of everything keep jumping like they're competing. Citizens are already feeling the heat. And instead of giving relief, the government wants to add more tax pressure and hide it under reforms. This is why many Nigerians are angry. It feels like those in power are not connected to the real struggle of the people. The problem is not that Nigeria hates paying tax. The problem is that Nigerians don't even trust the system. People want to see where the tax money is going. They want to see good roads, affordable healthcare, working schools, functioning security, a light that stays on, and fuel that is not making them sweat. But how can people confidently pay tax when they can't even see the basic results from the money the government already controls? So Oyeleye's explanation sounds good on paper, and from what he is saying, it's actually sweet in his mouth. The government is asking for more money from citizens when citizens can barely breathe. APC has not created enough stability they've not created enough opportunities or enough transparency to convince Nigerians that tax will bring any real improvements. Instead of easing the hardship, these people keep adding new policies that just make life tougher. And it's not like Nigerians are even saying no tax forever. What they are saying is fix the country first, build trust, reduce corruption, provide visible results, and stabilize the economy. I think after then, people won't even complain about paying tax because they will actually see the results and be the value of what they are paying for. But right now, coming out to push a tax reform is like adding extra load on people that are already carrying too much on them. So that is just it for me. Well, what's your take about this? What do you have to say about this? Let me know what you think in the comment section, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.